shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pan. I got it, don't panic.
And, Coach, we are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the New Orleans Saints. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go. Set. And watch the backer.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready. 60 outlaw. 54 Mike. Tighten up. Pull it together.
Throwing on second down. Bridgewater. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. That's caught at the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 81 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Carr. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
Throwing his Carr on third down. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Down. Wide 8. Check 55 to Mike. Back to pass. Shift. Right Monday down.
Throwing on second and 3. Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A give to Kamara running right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Looking to throw on second down. Bridgewater. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
And it's third down.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Carr going to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the Saints' 39-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Yeah, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. He can run for it, and he will. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receiver. Defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Kamara. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here I come again. Here I come again. 6.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Raiders have recovered.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Buying time to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in front. And he's going to go down again. Cameron Jordan, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
734.
Now Carr. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Give him 30 yards there.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Watch the twist. Check, check. Fresno.
To throw, it's Carr. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
1st and goal, Raiders.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch 41.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's got some space here. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Carr's throw here caught by Williams. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 23 yards the pickup there.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
They run it again with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. From the gun, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Once again, it's Jacobs. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30, 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs, 76 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
Break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
60 Mike, 60 Mike, 60 Mike.
1st down, Bridgewater. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. Going to throw right side here, complete. 25 yards that time.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Kamara. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
60 mine. He don't know no better. 60 mine, 60 mine.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
1st and 10 at the 15.
Bridgewater on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game not quite over yet. We'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
You're mine. That's it.
Now Carr. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
Still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Carr. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. Carr to throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfrow.
Carr's pass completed to Renfrow. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Raiders.
What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout called. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And this one is right down the middle. And the Raiders escape with a victory. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Raiders, The win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.